Okay, so here we have a 1979 Scout International front hub. From outside to outside here is 4 inches. And then there is a inset lip right here, which sits inside this space here. And that is a total of 2 7/8. The rotor is 1 1/8 thick and 11 3/4 in diameter. What we got here is we have 8 bolts all the way around, and we have a spacing from the center of the first bolt to the center of the third bolt is 2 7/8 from center to center, skipping the second one. So 1 to 3 is 2 7/8. And then if we were to jump to the axle flange spacing, I would assume what you're asking is if I were to take that plate off, that it would mount directly to the hub here. So from this hub to the other side of the other hub, the axle hub flange spacing is going to be 54 inches and a quarter. Another little hit today. The frame got delivered from the sandblaster and painter. He was able to do a blast job along the entire frame. And then we got a couple coats of primer and then a couple coats of gloss black put on here. It's looking pretty good still. We are now ready to take a look at some brake lines and some other small bits. Probably get the brakes installed and the brake lines. Fenders are here, paint stripped and ready for a light sandblasting on the inside. Okay, so if you recall, there was actually rusty corners on here. We were unable to mount the rockers. So nice little hit on this thing today. Can mount it there now. And as well as the rear. Okay, so this is the MV 4500. This is the 4x4 clutch linkage. This bracket mounts to this transmission here. Behind the bracket is the transmission bell housing bolts, so right there and way down there. But for some reason, the way this bracket mounts is it's pretty much impossible to get your wrench down there and access the bolts. So I had to use a extra large extension to go all the way to the back here and then ratchet that way. This front mount, or this rear mount I meant, there's not really a hole for it. So someone mounted it through this larger hole and had it little jimmy rigged in there. So yeah, on this MV 4500, I'll take a quick look at a different bracket style, see if someone makes that online. Otherwise, I would be looking to modify this before we install the transmission. Input shaft is out, and we have one on order, and then we'll get this thing repainted black and get ready to install it to our LS crate motor. It's still wrapped up, 2007 Corvette crate motor. We'll see how this thing turns out.